Today's postcard is from the county town of County Antrim. You can read it. Ballymena, city of the seven towers. Well, it's not a city, but it is a town and it is a borough. Let's go find those seven towers. Right, we've reached the place where there's two of the towers, but I can only see one here, Andrew.
You will only see one tower because the second one was demolished in 1990. This was a textile plant built in 1866, a five-storey mill with a beautiful red brick square tower with a very famous clock. It continued on site until 1990, when in the autumn of that year the tower was demolished in the process of clearing the site for the present retail distribution unit.
Right, and we're standing on the River Braid in the middle of Ballymena, on the bridge over the river, aren't we, here?
You are now on Harrival Bridge.
Right. Now you've got another tower at the back. Is that one of the seven towers?
This is also one of the seven towers which you see in the background. That is St Patrick's Church of Ireland Tower. The church and the tower was erected in the period 1850 to 1852. And the tower and part of the church building was very carefully refurbished about 7 or 8 years ago and is in perfect condition. The tower is 95 feet in height, and from the top you have a beautiful view of the whole of the town of Ballymena.
Lovely. So we found two, one not there, one still there, St Patrick's. Come on, let's get on, Andrew. Now, are they pulling down the third tower here, Andrew? Because there's a lot of roadworks or something going on.
No, the tower disappeared a long, long time ago. We're now talking about Ballymena's second castle, which stood about 200 yards to the east of where we now are standing, and the plaque on the right-hand side commemorates the site. Work on that castle started in 1865. It was completed for residence in 1887, and it continued on the site as a good, sound, strong building until a vandal fire in 1955 damaged the building very, very severely. It was declared unsafe, and unfortunately the castle and the main block, which represented one of our towers, was completely demolished in 1957, 1958.
So we've lost one of the castle towers, and we've lost the castle, so we've lost the third tower, basically.
That is correct.
Andrew, that's number 3. Number 4. Now, we're outside a church. I can't see a tower, but there should be tower number 4 here somewhere, is there?
That's right. This is First Ballymena Presbyterian Church. That is the third church that has been erected on that site. This particular building was erected in the period 1852 to 1854 and had a beautiful tower going up at the peak of the gable, about 20 foot in height. The tower remained there for a rather short period of time. In 1881 or thereabouts, it was found to be unsafe and had to be demolished, and the building has been finished off in the style which you still see to the present day.
So it was up the top there?
That was indeed, just
right,
immediately above the front entrance door.
I think I can see towers 5 and 6 in the distance.
You can indeed. From
Number
this
5.
point you can see quite clearly the old parish church tower in the foreground. That is a tower that was attached to a small parish church built in the year 1701, or rather the work started in the year 1701 and was completed around about 1727 when the church was dedicated. In due course the congregation grew much bigger, and that church eventually handed over to St Patrick's Church of Ireland, the new building, tower number 2.
Yeah, right. In the far distance?
In the far distance you have All Saints Roman Catholic Tower, a beautiful Gothic tower and a beautiful Gothic church building. That is the second church on that site. The church itself was actually completed in the period 1852 to 1854, and the tower was completed, as you now see it, about 30 years later.
Right, so it's tower number 6, 1 to go, Andrew.
1 to go, exactly.
Take me to number 7. Hurrah! Tower number 7.
That's right.
We've done it.
Exactly.
The town hall?
Yes, this is Ballymena Town Hall immediately behind us. There's been a public building on this site since 1684. It started off as an old market house. It continued as a market house until about 1865, when various renovations were carried out, and it then became known as a town hall. The town hall continued on that site with the tower at the corner of Mill Street and Bridge Street until 1919. In January of that year, an accidental fire destroyed the building. The tower remained intact, but the councillors in their wisdom decided that a new town hall should be built on the site and that the tower should be demolished so that the style of the building could be altered. And so in 1924, the town hall tower was taken down. And it was indeed. And work started on the present building. The foundation stone was laid in July 1924, and the present town hall was completed in November 1928 and was officially opened by the Duke of Abercorn, the first governor of Northern Ireland.
Now there's another very famous royal name on that foundation stone, Prince Albert Frederick Arthur George, Duke of York, who became King George VI. And with him there is his wife, known to us as the Queen Mother. And that's your actual gold trowel used by him to lay the foundation stone of the Tower Hall, Ballymena. And there's the many plaques of the many visitors to this town. Well, then there were 7 all in the row. Even those ones that have been pulled down or demolished are now all there. The 7 towers of Ballymena. Tell me where the name came about, the City of 7 Towers.
The City of the 7 Towers story is quite interesting. Well over 100 years ago, Sir Shafto Adair, who was the local landlord of that day, who later became Lord Waveney, was walking, as the story goes, with some of his friends on the high ground overlooking Ballymena on a beautiful sunny summer afternoon.
Not like today,
Not
kid.
like today at all. And he pointed out 7 towers, and he said, "Gentlemen, do you not think that this is the City of the 7 Towers?" And the name has stuck ever since.
I see. So that was, what, a couple of hundred years ago now?
That's in and around 150 years back.
Right, there we are.
Over a number of years, our mayors have been very well known for presenting Ballymena plaques to people from all over the world. And in return, we get a wide selection of plaques, not only from various boroughs throughout the British Isles, but also from many cities and borough areas much, much further afield. Europe, Australia, America, and Canada in particular.
Yeah. You got 3 missing, a bit like your 7 towers.
Oh, I think if we will have 3 to fill those spaces very soon.
I shall send one from the county of Middlesex
Good.
to you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Famous faces from royalty to politics adorn the wall of the Mayor's Parlour. Another Duke of York, an ex-Prime Minister, John Major. Well, I was just about to leave, and the town clerk walked in, and he's got one of the 7 towers. In fact, 7, all on one plaque. And we're in the shadow of the 7 towers, and there's Andrew, who's been so good in taking us round. And you want to give me that, don't you?
I do indeed, Russell. It's been a great pleasure to have you in Ballymena, and we hope you'll take that as a little token of our esteem, sort of, and take it back with you to England and put it in a prominent place, hopefully.
It will be in my home in Middlesex, where
good,
I have
good.
all the Middlesexshire. See, I
Good.
promised I'll send you one.
Thank
Well,
you
I'm
very
most grateful. I've had a
Okay.
wonderful time in
Thank
County
you.
Antrim, and especially in Ballymena. Thank you, Andrew. And I shall never forget the City of 7 Towers.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That looked good in my flat. Now, a few miles out of town in the small village of Cullibaccy, there are women in period costume demonstrating local cooking in the ancestral home of an American president. Now, my dear, what are you making here?
Pancakes?
Are they special recipes?
No, just the ordinary Irish recipe.
And what's in them? It's not
Flour-
a secret, is it?
No, flour and sugar and buttermilk and eggs.
Oh, it looks absolutely lovely. You're doing it on your griddle
Yeah.
over the fire.
The open fire, Pete's fire.
And what do we actually put on them when we eat them?
Sugar, butter and sugar.
Sounds good to me. And the president was Chester Alan Arthur, the 21st of the United States. Let's go over to the Galgorm Manor and eat a local treat, salmon. Very nice, I like fish. Good for your brains. It's true, she's from Carrickfergus. You've given up the swimming clubs, haven't you, love? I've not said that all day.